The less lethal AR-15. The most powerful less lethal rifle. Oh, what are you gonna do now, Scott? We're just diving into it. Hello, welcome.
As many of you already know, I have moved from my old range to my shiny.
What was that?
As many of you already know, I have moved from my old range to my shiny new range. But some of you have said in the comments that you miss the old range. Well, I got a surprise for you. I found a video that I filmed right before I left the old range, and I figured instead of not posting it, I would give it to you anyways. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this blast from the past.
Really?
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And here on the channel, I have tested out a lot of less lethal options. And today, I have arguably the most powerful less lethal rifle in existence. This is the Byrna Mission 4. So basically, this is a less lethal AR-15. I mean, that's exactly what it looks like and kind of how it functions. But before I show you all that,
double
I
magazine?
want to point out this. The CO2 cartridge that this thing takes is massive. This isn't compared to a normal CO2 cartridge. As for the rifle itself, you have a mag release right here. It has two mags. I actually just lost a few of my projectiles. It shoots these little kinetic energy balls. I'm just going to call them power balls, but you have two 18-round mags and they attach to each other. That way you can reload faster. You have a vertical grip in the front. You have an option to put a light or laser or whatever you want on it. It has iron sights, but you have a rail up here for an optic if you want it to. The stock is not adjustable because that basically just covers up your CO2 cartridge. And when you load this thing, it is like an AR. It's got a little charging handle back here, but it doesn't really go back very far. All in all, this thing looks pretty sweet, and I am very excited to try it out, so let's get started. But before we keep going, I want to say thank you to today's sponsor, Watcher of Realms. Watcher of Realms is a next-generation fantasy RPG that is free to play on PC and mobile. And guess what? They are celebrating their first anniversary. Right now is the best time to download Watcher of Realms. In this grand celebration, they are introducing two new heroes, Dragon Lady Honora and the powerful dragon Ymeret. They have a strong bond between each other, and using them together on the battlefield has a powerful strategic effect. There are numerous events and more rewards that you can get right now. You can receive more than 34 summoning crystals just by logging in daily. And that's not all. You can snag at least 3 new fantastic skins for free through events and game modes. Plus, players can get 2 new free legendary heroes from Fragment Summon and Fusion Summon events. Participate in website events to get Amazon cards and abundant in-game rewards. To celebrate their first anniversary, Watcher of Realms is going to give you more. Be sure and download it for free on Android, PC, or iOS. Or you can click my link in the description down below and be sure to scan my QR code and join the competitions. Again, a big thank you to Watcher of Realms for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's go get back to it. Okay, we are all loaded up.
I have not heard of that game before. Is Watcher the new Raid Shadow Legend? Because it feels really... Maybe, I don't know. I haven't heard of him before, but hey, Watcher of Realms. Stream Elements is still screwing me over. Now's the time. Please? Alright, so there's my shameless plug. Please?
Sponsoring today's video. Now, let's go get back to it. Okay, we are all loaded up. I have a bunch of these Byrna kinetic power balls, whatever you want to call them. And then I've got a fresh CO2 cartridge. Let's see what this thing can do. Supposedly that's loaded. I'm going to take a shot at him first. Let's see. Oh! Yep, that was loaded, and that's hitting pretty hard. I'm going to give him a few more. How about in the face? Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Right? How about the chicken?
I saw
go.
dents.
That CO2 cartridge lasts a long time. Excuse me. So I want to point out something. This mannequin here, it's pretty hard plastic. And if you look
Yeah,
right
he's having
here,
fun.
we actually have 2 of those balls stuck inside the mannequin.
My.
Like, it's
Uh-oh.
going to rip my shirt. They are stuck in there good. There's one of them. I can't get it out of there. All right, I'm just going to pull it real hard like a Band-Aid. There we go. Man. Let's take a look under here. Yeah, that would definitely not feel very good.
That is concerning.
You just got jammed.
Really? Okay. Miss.
Oh, I missed.
Fail. Doesn't count. You failed the first one.
Oh, those things are heavy. Okay.
They probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't be as bad if you didn't do all the running around first.
Oh, those things are heavy. Okay, so now we're gonna do a little more realistic testing. The mannequin's great and all, but I think this is gonna show us a lot more. This is a Ballistic Dummy Lab zombie torso. It's got lifelike flesh. Oh, sigh of breath. I really need to get on the Stairmaster every once in a while instead of just lifting weights all the time. Anyways, lifelike flesh, organs, bones. This one's been zombified with green blood, and we are gonna see what kind of results we get with the Mission 4 less lethal rifle. I think it's gonna do more damage than we think. So I'm loaded up with a fresh CO2 cartridge and a full mag of the kinetic rounds. We're at 15 yards. Let's see what kind of damage we do. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Oh!
So that was 15 yards, and this thing stuck into the zombie torso. That would definitely leave a mark. I'm actually quite surprised because typically I don't see the rounds actually sticking into the torso until we get a little bit closer. That was 15 yards, and that still made a pretty good mark. So really curious to see what happens when we scoot up a little closer. Get off of me. Look at this
Remember,
bug.
less
What even
lethal
is that?
doesn't mean non-lethal.
I've lived here my whole life. I've never seen that bug before. Ow! Okay, 10 yards. Here we go. I shot the table. Let me actually try to aim a little bit. Here we go. Oh! Oh my goodness. 10 yards. That's rough.
That's
that is
brutal.
Oh, I'm really starting to wonder what this would actually do. Houston, if you're watching, come on back down to Kentucky. 5 yards. I think this is going to sting a little bit. Oh! Let's give him one more. I'm going to say, let's go right for the belly. Okay, I
think I'd rather get hit with an actual bullet.
cartridge and a fresh mag Let's see what happens when we go point blank with the Mission 4. Oh dear, how about one on this one? Oh, and one on the belly. Oh, yeah, that's not very nice.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just get hit with a normal AR-15 at this point.
Stuck in his shoulders. Oh dear, okay. That one's in there pretty good. Oh, and then this one, that's actually pretty deep in his belly there. That one you may have to go to the hospital over.
I think all of these will send you to the hospital.
I'm just gonna push up with this one, and then, I just need to put a thumb in it. Here we go. Boop! Ha ha! Ah! Who needs a med kit when you got a thumb? Evo!
Oh my gosh.
He's stuck to the table. So now we're gonna move on to some headshots, but I did not want to ruin that zombie torso because I have other plans for it. So instead, I have this Ballistic Dummy Lab zombie bust. Now this thing has been sitting in my trailer a little too long and it's kind of dried out, but it will still serve our purpose. Okay, we are 5 yards away. Oh, let's give it
perforated intestine is lethal. Only like one of those bounced. I was very wrong.
Seems like the only risk is, it may bounce off their forehead and come back and hit you. Judging from that, I'm going to say I definitely would not want to be shot in the face with that less lethal rifle multiple
There's cracked
times.
skull.
You definitely would have some new dimples in your forehead. There's not supposed to be dimples in your forehead. So now I have a fresh CO2 cartridge and I have a different type of projectile. This is basically compressed metal powder. It's very dense, much more dense than the other rounds we were using, and it's very hard. So I'm very curious to see what happens when we fire these at our zombie bust out of the Mission 4. Oh, that just ricocheted really far. Oh! Let's get a little closer. And let's turn it sideways.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's rough.
Yep, there we go. I was waiting for that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, those were pretty darn devastating. I would say that's not exactly less lethal. That's pretty bad. But now I'm curious to what would happen that close on the side with the regular kinetic rounds. Okay, hopefully none of these bounce back. Oh my goodness!
Yep. Yeah, just shoot him with a regular gun. It's nicer to the victim.
So, I'm going to say that point blank with the Mission 4 and basically anything you put in it is going to be pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Okay, well that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about the Mission 4 in the comment section down below. And let me know if there's any other less lethal options you'd like to see tested. Really? Also, be sure to give today's video a like and hit that subscribe button. And be sure to check me out on all social media platforms Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is
Yep, that
Scott.
mower's
Thank you
gone.
so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
Well, now the mower's definitely gone. I told you, Scott's nuts. I mean, that's why we're here, but he's nuts. He did. I would not recommend testing that on a person. Yeah, that's why they're called less lethal instead of non-lethal. You can still do an enormous amount of damage with them. It's just bullets tend to more well, not aggressively, but more consistently create an actual hole. Yeah, don't visit till he breaks it. Yeah, less lethal does not mean non-lethal. They are still pretty brutal, and, well, like I said, I think I personally would rather just get shot with a gun. That's just me. Man, that thing's mean. I mean, it still needs to be potent enough to deter an attacker, you know? That is... You end up looking at it and going, well, you don't have a whole lot of choices there. I still haven't found a conger eel. There's apparently 2 quests I haven't found. Need to find more tablets. I've seen a bunch of less... What I would probably do with something that potent, personally, is not... Well, no... Oh, crap, you don't have a choice. I was gonna say, don't load it with the solids. Load it with, like, the pepper balls. But you don't have a choice. If you're using that to defend your home, you have the problem of, releasing all that gas in your home. You'll still get yourself rat tail. Yeah, if you load it with up with pepper ball or mace. Wait, did I need snake mackerel? Finally! That guy is long gone. I don't even remember where he is. You set off pepper spray or mace spray in your home. Yep, that's done. You're gone.